I made my way to Brima. Yep. Wow. Give gravestone for each one of the family members. I wonder who buried them.
Silencer, at last you've arrived. Fear not, for the crisis that has threatened the Dark Brotherhood has finally come to an end. I am Arquin, speaker for the Black Hand. As you can see, we have dealt with the betrayer, Lucien LeChance. No longer will you serve as his puppet. It seems LeChance wanted revenge against the Dark Brotherhood for some reason, and used you to do his dirty work. But now we can begin anew. I bestow upon you the title of Speaker. You will take Lucien LeChance's place on the Black Hand. Welcome. As you know, the Black Hand is now in a state of disarray. LeChance ordered you to kill us off. We five, including you, are now all that remain. Even worse, you killed the listener. The Black Hand without a listener is like a hand with no thumb. Even the listener's successor is dead. So, we have no choice but to invoke an ancient ritual. We must wake the Night Mother from her slumber and seek her guidance. Between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m., ask me about the Night Mother, and we will away to Our Lady's home. Only then will the ritual begin. Chance. He tried to defend himself, tried to declare his innocence. But we would not hear his treacherous lies. As you can see, he was no match for the combined power of the Black Hand, even weakened as we are. May the Night Mother hold you in her cold embrace.
Now you guys know how Lucien LeChance died. If you guys remember in my, I don't want to get too close to these guys because they start talking to me. In my Skyrim walkthrough, which I did years ago, one of the bonuses, I think it was a bonus, or maybe the money was the bonus, I forget. But one of the rewards I got for one of the contracts was to be able to summon a spirit from the void, and that spirit is actually Lucien LeChance. Well, now you know how he died. Apparently he was hung upside down and skinned alive. Yeah. Even though the traitor's like right there. You see that guy right there in the corner? That's the real traitor. Now, the head that was inside the hideout and lighthouse, I could have easily picked that head up. I could have taken it and brought it with me. I mean, it doesn't really do much. You just drop it on the ground, and then when you go talk to him, he sounds a little unstable. He'll talk a little stuttery, but what I would have done if I this for me in real life, this kind of real life thing, what I would have done is I would have taken the head, I would put it in a brown sack, and I would have tied it to my waist. I brought it with me, here, and what I would do is I would hold up the brown sack, put a fireball in one hand, and light this brown sack on fire, while saying, I have the traitor's mother's head. I would have corrected her and saying, no, this hidden trance was not the traitor. Okay, the real traitor was obsessed with his mother. I could prove it. And then I bring up the sack and I said that I got the traitor's mother's head in this sack. And then I go to light it on fire, using a fireball. And then the traitor just jumps forward to try to grab it from me before it burns. At least that's what I would do.
May we forever serve the Night Mother. The Black Hand welcomes you. Dear Speaker, when darkness shrouds the Empire, we can travel to the resting place of the Night Mother and begin the ritual of awakening. The Night Mother must be awakened so that we may seek her guidance. Are you ready to travel now to her resting place? Very good, and so it begins, the Black Hand's journey into a darkness few can imagine. Let us be off. The Night Mother awaits. Behold the Night Mother. The locals call this statue the Lucky Old Lady. They have no idea how lucky they really are. For this stone effigy masks the entrance into the Dark Brotherhood's most revered unholy site, the crypt of the Night Mother herself. In a moment we will begin. I will recite an incantation, and we can proceed down into the crypt and seek an audience with the Night Mother. I know this is all very overwhelming, dear child. Just follow along and you'll be fine. Now, let's go see what the future holds, shall we? Unholy matron, we of the Black Hand beseech you. Reveal yourself now, most magnificent Night Mother, so that we may seek your guidance.
I was just checking to see if there's anybody around that was watching. Yeah, the thing is, I believe I mentioned this in my Skyrim walkthrough, but I'll bring it up again. In Skyrim, when you get that ability to summon Lucid or Trance and Spirit form, as you guys know, Shadowmere appears in Skyrim as well. If you happen to have Shadowmere with you, well, you can summon Lucid or Trance and Spirit right next to Shadowmere, and the Spirit actually interacts with Shadowmere. Shadowmere doesn't really spawn much, but the Spirit will recognize Shadowmere as an old friend.
What is the meaning of this desecration? Who has disturbed my ancient site?
dearest Night Mother, most unholy maiden, please, we beg your mercy in this our time of need. The Black Hand seeks your guidance.
Ah, yes, I have been expecting you. The listener now kneels by Sithis, as does his successor. There is a traitor amongst you.
The traitor is dead, dear mother. We have come now to ask your blessing. Anoint one of us your listener so we can restore the Black Hand.
Foolish little girl. Lucian LaChance served Sithis till his dying breath. The Black Hand remains tainted by betrayal. Restoration is impossible.
Enough! Enough of this. You will all suffer for the pain you have caused me. I will destroy your Night Mother, and the Dark Brotherhood will fall.
What treachery? The traitor still lives. It is Matthew Bellamont. Do not let him harm the Night Mother. Kill him.
Take that! So, at last we meet. I have been following your strange journey through the Dark Brotherhood, young one. Your killing of the old man Bainham, the execution of Adamus Brother, the way you stalked and murdered each member of the Draconis family, your purification of the Jadenhall Sanctuary. You, a mere underling, even managed to single-handedly eliminate half of my Black Hand. I know, dear child, I know. You carried out your orders to the letter in the name of the Black Hand. How could I be anything but happy with you? No, my anger lies with the rest of my children. You see, I have known of Matthew Belmont's intentions since he was just a boy. I knew of his thirst for vengeance. I could have informed my listener, but I refused. Refused to reward such incompetence. Ungol was weak. Indeed, I allowed Matthew Belmont to proceed on his destructive course, just as I allowed you to intercept him. Don't you see? Our dread father foresaw your defeat of the traitor here in this very crypt. You have been chosen. You are to be my new listener. You possess strength and cunning, and a heart as black as midnight. You were marked by Sithis the moment you emerged from your mother's womb. Go, take a few moments to collect yourself. Meditate upon all that has transpired. Help yourself to any treasures this crypt may offer. When you are ready, speak with me again, and I will deliver you safely to the only place you can truly call home, the Jadenhall Sanctuary. There is much work to be done, and when you are back in the sanctuary, speak with Arquin. She will serve as your humble servant and guide.
If you look upon here, this is apparently this body right here is the Night Mother. The skeletal body right here, and then these little 5 little children skeleton bodies are supposed to be the Night Mother's children. According to the story, the Night Mother gave birth to 5 children, which are supposed to be Caesar's children. Their father is probably the Dread Father, and she killed them in his name. The funny thing is here in Oblivion, her body is a skeletal body covered in blood. But in Skyrim, she looks like a mummified corpse. It's funny how that works.
You've returned. I trust you've weighed the importance of your new position. For you will soon hear words that will change lives, alter destinies. And I hope you've taken everything you desire from my crypt. Once you leave, you will be unable to return. Now, are you ready to begin your new life? Very good. Now begins your true journey. We will soon become very intimate, you and I. Before I send you away, however, I would like to present you with a rather special reward. I see you still possess the Blade of Woe, the weapon given you by Lucien Lachance when you first met. Allow me now to unlock its true power. Yes, you will now find the Blade of Woe a bit more potent than it was. Now go. Leave this crypt and serve our dread father till your dying breath.
And now in Skyrim, the Blade of Woe, the only thing it had was it absorbed health. That's all it did in Skyrim. But in Oblivion, it's damage willpower, damage health, disturbing up to, I don't know what that is, and damage magicka.
Honored listener, I offer myself as your humble servant and guide. Please allow me to mentor you in your new role. Here's what I believe we should do next. I will stay here and attempt to re-establish this sanctuary. I will begin recruiting new members. You must fulfill your new duties. The statue in Bravil serves as a conduit between the Night Mother and the listener. Once a week, you must visit the statue. Talk to it. You will be presented with a list of names and locations. These are people who have prayed to the Night Mother. They request a visit from a speaker to arrange someone's assassination. All you need to do is visit the statue once a week, get the list of names and locations, and pass it on to me here in the sanctuary. Do this, and I will give you your share of the sanctuary's weekly earnings. There's so much work to be done. So much work.
Yeah, in case you guys haven't figured it out, the members of the Black Hand don't actually do the killing. The speakers and the listener, they don't actually do the killing themselves. They have the other members of the Black Brotherhood do it for them. Oh, before Then I'm done with that. I call it quits, but before I do, I'm going to head to Skin Guard, because now that I finally have the new rope that we asked for. Hopefully it won't ask for any more. But this is it.
Come up. Any more luck finding Nernroot? Amazing! You found 20 more samples of Nernroot. Well done. I think if I'm to create a strong version of the elixir, I'm going to need an even greater number of Nernroot samples than before. 30 should do it this time. Yes, that would be perfect. Oh, and as usual, I'll have the moderate elixir ready in 24 hours.
Oh my god, really? Another 30? I don't think there's any more new road out there. I was hoping I was done with that one.
Hey, good to see you again. As promised, I have your moderate elixir of exploration. Use it well. I have more available for a great price if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm done with that guy. I'm not gonna do any more of his collecting new root anyway, because we're getting close to the end of the game. I mean, I know I still have the Thieves Guild to do, but obviously, I think I explained before.
What do you want? Let's see what we've got here. Have a look at my wares.
It's like I explained in the last recording
You've made
session.
a good...
I have no
You've
intention.
got a great... That seems a...
Let me fix this first myself.
You drop... An excellent bargain.
Just
A
take that
fine-
talk over me.
You've made a good bit of gold. I... Be seeing you.
Anyway, like I said in the last recording session, I'm not going to do the Thieves Guild storyline. Because it's my choice. I don't want to. I don't like the storyline here in Oblivion. It's boring.
The Blackwood Company were taking bad hits from A pleasure to speak with you. I've heard some strange stories about Count Hasildor. I'm sure they couldn't be true, though. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? Good day. I hope I can help. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. Bye. Oh, hello.
Anyway, I'm going to call it quits for tonight. I'm going to head over to my stash, drop things off, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around, of course off camera, I'm going to go around to eat the 9 wastrons again, and get rid of my infame.
What is it, citizen?
I keep forgetting to look up what this is, what quest that's for. Or maybe it's just stuck on the quest I got it from. I don't know. I got my regular armor back. Anyway. I will see you guys, next time. Next time, go back over going around and doing, some of the District Lord quests. Now, actually, I was actually in 2 minds of whether or not I wanted to do it, to be honest, though, because, they're well, there's a couple of them that are actually kind of funny, especially the one for Lord of Madness. That quest is actually kind of funny, but it's just, I was like, you get the same rewards in this one and in Oblivion as you do in Skyrim, so it's like, I don't know. But then at the same time, the quests, the Digilord quests in Skyrim are different from the ones here in Oblivion. So I was like, okay, I'll do them anyway. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Bye.